I'll start from the beginning. I thought of, enrolling to this program in March 2021. And at that time, I was just going to Google and searching, which institute I can refer. Or earlier, I was not planning to take any coachings. And, I was just searching for a platform to just get the books. And then when I got to know about EduYash, and they had a very nominal, so this was the only reason why I joined EduYash, frankly. They had a very nominal pricing, and I thought, okay, let's just go for it, and let's just try it. So I enrolled on EduYash in March 2021, and then I started my preparation from April onwards. But before that, first of all, I would really like to thank EduYash team, because I think that has been my best decision, though it was not planned, but it has been my best decision to get enrolled to EduYash, because the kind of mentoring that we got from Vijaya ma'am, the kind of support that we got from entire EduYash team in terms of being just a message away. If we need any help in terms of registration process, or be it sitting for the remote exams, all the bugs that we had to face due to this first time remote examination, so EduYash team was always there for us to help out. So a big kudos and a very, very big and warm thank you to EduYash team firstly. And then very, very thank you to Vijaya ma'am for being such a great mentor and making all the concepts easy. And I think she comes up with a very great approach to explain the concept. She does a lot of hard work behind that to bring out the best questions for us. The questions that she discusses in the class are one of the best questions for, and the way she explains the topic makes it really, really easier, rather than if you try to study the topic from the book. But as compared to the way she explains that makes the topic really, really easy, and you understand it really, really well. So big thank you to the entire EduYash team. Going forward, now I'll start with how I started my preparation. So I started my preparation from April, and I used to study almost 2 hours during weekdays, and 3 to 4 hours during weekends, sometimes even more or sometimes even less, depending upon some other work or personal commitments that I had. So this was the overall plan from April till the exam day. I did take 10 days off before the exam, so that I can go through the entire syllabus once before the exam, and I can revise as much as I can and practice as much as I can. So those leaves helped me a lot, because we at Big Four generally have a busy schedule, so it's really not possible every day to take out some time to study as well. For me, I didn't attended all the live lectures, because the timings didn't suit me, but I went through all the recorded lectures. So that was me. But I would really recommend all of you to attend live lectures only, because that's really, really interactive, and you can get your queries resolved by the ma'am face to face. So that's super helpful. So firstly, I went through during the first time, I went through the entire recorded lectures during my first time of study in April to May. So I went through the entire lectures, and by the time I used to go through the lecture, I'll make sure that I'm going through the study text from BPP book as well. That's the only books that I referred, BPP study books and the EduYash lectures, nothing else I referred. So I used to go through the entire lecture, and during the lecture only I used to go through the book text, so that I know which topic ma'am is going through, and I just used to take a read through the topic from the book as well along with the class. And then after the class, I used to solve all the past year questions that we had from the topic from the past 10 examination, and the questions in the revision kit for that topic, and the questions in BPP study text as well for that particular topic. So I think the key focus here is to practice as many questions as you can, because even if you know the topic but you don't know how to present it to the examiner, you would not be able to score much. So it's really important to go through the questions, so that you know how the questions are going to be asked in the exam and how you need to present it, because the suggested answers are really very well presented. So as much as questions you'll go through, you will learn how to present your answer. So it's really important to do that. So that was my first go, and then I revised the syllabus again second time, and then the third time I revised it was 10 days before the exam, in the leaves that I took for the exams. And my technique was that the first time I went through the entire questions, the questions in study text, revision kit, and the past exam questions. Then I marked the questions which I wasn't able to solve or which I found difficult. so that I could go through them in second and third time revision, because you would never get time to go through all the questions, all the 3 times. If you have that, it's really good. But otherwise, just mark the questions which you found difficult, which you couldn't solve at first, so that you can go through them twice or thrice. And in fact, if I'll give example of consolidation questions, so they are pretty long. It's not possible to solve all these questions all the 3 times. So what I used to do was, first time I solved entire questions, and then second time I marked the adjustments which I found difficult in the first time, so that I'll just go through those adjustments in the second time. So these are just the time saving techniques, because being professionals, we all really struggle in terms of devoting time to study along with work. So these are just few of the time saving techniques. So that was one technique which I used. Now, this was all about preparation, like how I prepared and how I revised. I would really like to emphasize that practice is the key. Practice as much as you can. I frankly didn't aim for this highest score. My aim was just to score 50 and clear this exam. But right from the CA, I had this habit that I would practice a lot. So, that's why I practiced in this exam as well. And, this helped me a lot in scoring good marks. So practice as much as you can, all the past exam questions and all the questions in the revision kit and study text. Then to revise and to save my time, I also used to do one thing when I used to, look into Vijaya ma'am's lecture. So she presents a PPT. So I used to take screenshots of all the PPTs that she makes. So that when second time I revise, I'll just go through the entire slides that she showed in the class. That would really help me revise the topic just in 15-20 minutes as well, just going through the slides very quickly. So I used to take all those screenshots, and I used to take those in my phone, so that, even when I am on the go, or I am, doing something or lying down, I can just simply go through them, so that I revise the topic as much as I can. So that was another thing. Now, I think the most important thing which has been a game changer for me was that I was able to attempt the entire 100 marks exam. I think most of the students at EduYash have scored more than 80-90% of whatever they have attempted. So if someone has attempted I have seen in our group that someone who has attempted for 75 has even scored 66-67 marks. So I think the game changer here would be that you need to attempt the entire exam. Make sure you do not leave any topic. You go through all the topics, and make sure that you attempt the entire exams. And for that, you have to do a very good time management, because in this remote examination you will face a lot of challenges. So be mentally prepared, don't panic, be calm. Even if there is any technological challenge that you might face, there will be mitigating circumstances. So don't worry or don't stress about that. Luckily, I didn't face any technical challenge, just that my exam was supposed to start at 4 p.m. but it started at 4:30 because I was in a long queue to get checked into the exam. But other than that, there wasn't any challenge, and it went smoothly. But just make sure you practice your answers in the remote CBE area before the exam at least 2-3 times, or I would say daily at least practice one question, so that you are comfortable with that one. Now, how do you manage the time? So we roughly get 180 minutes to do a 100 marks paper. So you need to basically you get 45 minutes for one question, right? And in one question you have 2-3 subparts as well. So roughly you get 15 minutes to complete one subpart. So make sure you take that time right from the beginning and you complete your question accordingly. Like the consolidation question might take you even 1.5 hours, but just don't do that. Just spend maximum 45 minutes on that, and make sure you manage your time right from the beginning, because it's really, really important to attempt the entire exam. Because if you will not attempt it, you cannot score, right? So do attempt the entire exam, manage your time accordingly, divide your time in all the questions. And if you're not able to complete the question within the stipulated time, just leave it there. Go ahead with the next question. And at the end, if you have the time saved, then spend your time on that one question. Don't get stuck to any one question for a longer period of time than that question is supposed to, take. So that's all from my side. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask.